reason. Nah, I missed. But don't worry, we are back. It's part of the reason that even though I'm a VOD channel, my videos, they miss the timing on that. And that. That's rough. That's the thing, even though I'm a VOD channel, my things are kind of stitched together. It's sometimes my internet likes to go in and out, and I don't think you want to watch a 15-minute video of me playing. And that ends halfway through a random match. Go back to pick them up. Is that an Ada I hear? It is an Ada I hear. How they picked her up though. Yeah, they're gone. They gone. Kick that, get my trap back. We're gonna kind of look around and see what gens they don't have done, because I have a 3-gen basement. Which is kind of where I'm wanting to defend. Heard them fall down. My generator, leave it alone. I'm not actually going to chase them all the way up here, I'm just grabbing this trap. Well, that tells me where they are. Stay away from my generator. What if I place it like right here instead? I know this is kind of a slow match, but what can I do? They have a generator up there they can do if they wanted to. They don't. They want to try to break one of this 3-gen down here, which I can't blame them for. But I'm also not going to give up my 3-gen. She's dead here. I have no clue what angle they were getting that blind off on, but apparently they were. I'm going to jump back down because I don't need to take chase past that. That's fine, break this, and we go back down and deal with Jen. Because I'm not a fool, I'm not going to let them distract me from my 3-gen. See. Because remember, they have a teleporter into this room. I mean, arguably the best thing I can do is trap the crap out of this downstairs area. Okay, they went down. There's hatch, yep. GG. Yeah, connection has been lost because... yeah. I think I understand how to play that map on Killer now, though, which is always a huge plus when you learn as you go. But no, we're going to get the show. We're going to get up to Mr. P3 here. Mr. Bombast. Also, I feel like the go live thing with the verification is a little bit weird. It should tell you that next time it's 24 hours after the first time you try to start a live stream after you verify. Because that's what starts the countdown, apparently. Why? I don't know. Ba-ba. Oh Lord, it's Garden of Joy. Now, Garden of Joy, there's a few particular traps you want to set up near the beginning of the game. This one, so you don't have a pallet extender for this loop. I'm going to push whoever this is off this generator. Okay, they're on. And then this one here, I believe. Outside this window, so they fall on it, hopefully. I don't think I set it up right, but you get the idea. I'll just eat the pallets, fine. See, they're going to start running towards main building because main building is the best loop in this map. They seem to be getting close. They're going to try to throw this pallet, but get, yeah, yoinked instead. Sorry, Gato Man. I think I want to take this thing like I have a 3 gen and they got rid of Ruin already. Great. Those 2 traps put in work, I tell you. Like, arguably, if I could only have 2 traps in the game, it would be those 2. They're everywhere. Like little mice running around. I'm not even trying to tunnel, but if I know you're around, I'm gonna go after you. I do tunnel sometimes, don't get me wrong. I'm just not trying to tunnel here. Ah, this one got unset. Crap. Okay, set it. Go ahead, jump out that window. Go ahead, jump out that window. That trap's still there. I wish I could make that up. Yes, I'm playing Protect the House. I mean, they've nearly done all the generators on that side, so I might as well keep my weave over here. Keep my web. Nice try with the dead hard. I wasn't going to swing, guys. I'm going to wait for you to get to the window and then swing, but... What are you doing? You're dead hard, but you still go down here. You should use that dead hard to get away. I'm not gonna chase them over there. I have all my traps over here. Why would I chase them over there? That feels, you know, kind of silly. I will come over here to get my traps, though. Alright, time to get on patrol. That one's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. Looks like they're going to go after that gen over there, or they just want that trap out of the game, one or the other. Either way, I'll just reset it. This is why having a good web setup is important as a trapper. Because how else are you going to be able to push people off the generators and the stuff unless you have one? Even if this is a weaker part of my web, yeah, they're just disarming traps, I'm fine. I mean, it's going to be annoying to get back over there and rearm them, but... They're up top. They jump down. I bet they use the inner jump and not the outer jump. Crap. Yep. I still get a hit here. I now know where all three of them are, so I don't have to worry about one of them being on Jen. I hear the third one. Good try. Alright. There we go. I know I slugged there at the end, but what can you do? Don't know what that's from. I'm gonna guess it's from the Stranger Things Rift Pass, but I haven't watched Stranger Things yet. I probably won't watch Stranger Things. It doesn't really seem like my wheelhouse. Can you tell I play a lot of Survivor and not much Killer? Or a lot of Killer and not much Survivor? Other way around there. Glad they fixed this so it's no longer in the negative. For a while it was just reading in the negative for some reason. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Yeah. Also, if any of you guys have suggested killers, games, etc., that you want me to play or check out or anything like that, let me know, because I'm willing to check them out. Right now I've added on, so I'll have to add more on. I think I'm going to take, yeah, Vista Gem. So we're going to start trapping up windows and things like that here. Or at least I'm going to heavily protect this side of the map, I should say. Because that's how I play this map. I'm going to cut it in two. And then after that, we cut it in a quarter. It's like, I don't actually care if they take this gen by the end of things. I just don't want them to take it yet. So we push them to their side of the map. That's fine. I know this may seem like an odd way of playing, but I don't actually know how to play this map, if that shows. So I'm playing it how I think I should, and probably not how I should. I'm going to go get my traps from over here. This one I definitely don't want them taken, so we're going to chase them off of us and maybe get it down here. Nope. I've yet to trap this building, that's why I was going to get traps. We'll just trap the pallet for now. We got footsteps over here. They're going back into our web. They had a trap. down them. What are you doing? Down that one. Take the pallet. They vault it. They're all over this down, so I can't really pick them up. Yep. So I guess that was technically an efficient way to play this match. Oh. Someone had Unbreakable. Which is fine. I still have so much pressure from having all four of them down. We downed them again. And this Nia already used their Unbreakable, so... Yeah. So apparently my strategy of taking us out of the map does work. It just took me a while to figure out that's the strategy I had to use. GG for these gamers. Might have killed him too fast to get a good score. Oops. Let's go see if that one gamer was live so we can go say GG to him. Oh. So let's keep on going. But no, probably splitting the map in half and then breaking down that. I know my previous strategy, which you'll hear about later on. Or hear about if you watch some of my live streams. Not later on. Technically later on, because I'll upload the video eventually. Anyway. Basically, it was to try to put traps down at random and have a wider web to have more pressure, But it didn't seem that like that was working for me because, well, it wasn't. So instead, what I do is I just split the map in half and then take half the map and place traps there. And then as I get done with half that map, I split into a quarter and take a 3-gen. Which you're probably saying, yeah, duh, obviously that's how you're supposed to play Kill It. Yeah, it takes some of us longer to figure out. Oh, this is going to be an awkward map shape, so we're going to take this 3-gen, I think. Or try to. Probably won't end up that way. Badham is just a really weird shaped map. In my personal opinion, that doesn't mean it's a bad map, it's just weirdly shaped. We'll take this chase. Ba-ba. They drop pallet. Push him off gen. Ah, I missed that swing. Plane is already going downhill. It's fine. I don't care about that gem. There we go. Okay, I guess I can't go over that easily that way. Oh. He must have used Thaumaturgy? Or he was already one hit from the trap, one or the other. Probably the first one. Or sorry, probably the second one. He did get hit by the trap. I'm a little bit stupid today. Don't mind me. You expect after I played so many hours of Trapper, I would know how Trapper's traps work, but nah. Now we're going to patrol these gens, because I want to keep a close eye on this one because it was barely progressed. I also want to keep an eye on this one. Not because I necessarily want to keep it, but because it might become useful to me. Yep, you're on the outs. Outs don't have much for you. And then, ooh, you went right into kill shack. Crap. Yep. That's why we grab Killer Shack. I know this isn't the most exciting way to play Trapper, the best way to play Trapper. You know, I can't... Well, I don't know if it's the best way to play Trapper or not. But it's what has been working for me so far. Alright. I guess I can't see scratch marks in that area, that's annoying. We're gonna let her go? Yep. We're just gonna come down here and pop this instead. That goes down. Throw a trap here. Gonna go back and patrol our gens real fast. The gens we want to keep, that is. Gotcha. Oh, I caught another. And I'm trying to explain what I'm doing as I do it so you guys can hopefully try and understand my thought process. Even though my thought process is kind of simple, unga bunga, keep 3 gens. But things like this is why we need to patrol, because they nearly had that gen done. Because they were all 3 on it. Now we're going to go back, make sure they stay off of it. We're going to trap this window. Replace that one. I'm not going to tunnel her out yet. Instead, we're going to go after this guy, who I heard. Okay, they've all been hooked once. And that generator has regressed by quite a bit. And now it's blocked, which will allow me to break pallet, actually grab a couple more traps to throw over here. They never expect to see me over here because I've been 5 to 3 gen. You laugh, but that is... I don't pop out of my trap web very often because why would I? Thus, when I do, it can catch them off guard. And we put pressure... Oh, nope, this gen's still regressing. Someone's going to try to get this totem done. No? Okay. I thought that's exactly where they were heading. Try to save him. Once you got your web, then you're honestly really good to get in a good spot. Which is rare for a trapper. Not to have your web, but to actually be in a good spot. Okay, that was just one of the, obliviousness. Check this gen. Gen is clean. Yoink, we're going to go back to our 3 gen. We're going to check this middle generator because they've been trying to pop that one for a little bit. Okay, now they're trying to pop the far one. They hit the trap. And this is why I kept that House of Pain generator, because now I kind of have a 4-gen, even if it's not the strongest 4-gen, and I really don't care about that one at the end of the day. It is indeed still a 4-gen. Alright, they're leaving the web. Again, snuff the totem. No magic for you. And honestly, Ruin has been putting in work. See, they're back on this gem. I'm going to try to push them off before they... Yep. You got pushed off before I could beat it or complete it. So I'm going to have to kind of hover around this gen for a little while. I hear someone that's injured. Okay, they're on the other side of the fence. We'll go ahead and take that. One less person is one less person I have to take track of. And the huge plus about this strategy is I don't have to play around the main building. Okay, it's going down. Went down by like 25, that's how much I have to still do. Which should be enough time for me to check on this gen up here. Okay, see? That's why we check on this gen up here. He heads towards House of Pain. He's going to hit that trap, hopefully, and then get yoinked. Yep. Trap, yoink. There's a second person down. Now, even if we do lose our 3-gen here, they're already in such a bad spot. I've made so much momentum, and I still have another 3-gen. It's just a different 3-gen. Basically what I did was I gave myself a backup plan. That's now 50%. I keep setting that one off myself. I need to go down here and replace this trap or rearm it. And yeah, this is primarily what Trapper strategy is nowadays. I guess it's kind of what's always been. There's someone here. We're going to see if we can't chase them into our web instead of away from it. No, they don't want to go into our web. Oh, well. They might be forced to here. Yeah, see. So they're heading towards it anyway. Did they hit that trap? Nope. Oh, they also didn't try to throw pallet. They can get around it, but if they want pallet, it's kind of rough to get around. Now, can you play Trapper more aggressively? Yes, you can. You can definitely, like, hunt people down with it and, you know, look and search. I just find this, if you don't mind the game lengths, the easiest way to play Trapper. It's slow, but it works. I'm sure there's going to be like 100 Trapper that tells you to play a different way. But you should probably listen to him if they're telling you something. But this is how I think you should play them. Level 51, 300 iridescent shards. Is it level 50 or level 100 that you level up to Devotion 1? I forget. Let's see. Simple Google search can figure it out. Yeah, it's level 99. And here are the last few levels we need, y'all. There's 1. And now here is 2. P3. I guess we'll start on Wraith next and figure out how to play him. I kind of have an idea of how... Like, I'm not going in with no idea how to play all these characters. I have a decent idea how to play them, I just don't know... Well, it took me my last 4 to 5 games to figure out how to properly do Trapper. So maybe I'll call it here, actually. Yeah, I think I'll call it here, and then next time we'll come back with the Wraith and maybe a couple other killers. You tell me what killer you want next. I got 900 Iridium Shards, so we should be able to kind of play easily and do who you want to do. Thank you all for watching, and have a